Okay guys, so I'm going to break down this Dorito side for you and give you a few pointers for this layout. So first off, let's start off with some breakout shots and go over to the Dorito side. So coming from here, a home shooter, you got to watch out for going out to the corner, and also Dorito 1 straight through this lane right here. That's pretty much anyone going out to the corner in Dorito 1. The lane is really nice. You can definitely to shoot anyone going out there. There's the tip of that Dorito 1 back there, so it's a pretty wide open shot. A good shooter can definitely shoot you going out there, so you got to watch out for that. As far as shooting, as far as other lanes to shoot from this home position, there's really no other lanes to shoot if you're playing all the way back here at this home. Like, that's really your lane, unless you're trying to shoot for potentially someone running out to Dorito 2 or the Dorito 3. Obviously, those are two lanes, but the chances are that they're not going to be going that far on the break, but they might be. But the consistent lane to shoot is right here on the side of this can, and to the left of that pin right here through that lane, and that's anyone going out to the corner if you're shooting that from home. You also have a shot through the valley on the Dorito side at anyone on that's delaying back here, potentially shooting the Dorito side. And then as well as stepping a couple steps out, you can see the tip of that home back there. So that's another shot right here on the Dorito side that you have, that if you've scouted your opponents and you know that they're playing sloppy, definitely shooting through the valleys has a potential of shooting the home guy or anyone running up to X. So the step out as well, here's the shot going out to the Dorito 1 and the back left. It's just probably about 2 steps, and it's a huge lane. So there's that lane shooting for Dorito 1 and back left. Some people are going to be delaying back here. The only thing is, if you are delaying back here, you have to watch out for that valley shot on the Dorito side, because that's definitely a possibility, and them shooting back here and catching you slipping. So you just want to be cautious if you do delay back here. Another thing is going up to this center can, which isn't really the Dorito side, but you're sweet spotting on the Dorito side. So you can definitely go up there shooting the Dorito side. That's a possibility. Let's see, taking a couple steps back again, we're gonna go over to this can. Now coming across, say you're going to this big can, which we call the Beast, on the Dorito side. For me, what I'd like to do is throw balls back up the center of the valley, like the first 2 or 3 balls right back up the center coming across, and then after you come here, then everything is out to the outside, potentially shooting at anyone going out to the Dorito 1 or the back left. You keep them out of the outside. That's really the better play on this field. And coming across, then obviously right here you're shooting straight on, and you want to try to get dominant on your mirror and put him in, so you can go on to the next your next bunker. Wrapping right here in your Beast bunker or in this back can, you have to watch out for back left going out there and then putting paint back in. If that Dorito 1 is low, you can't even see him bump from Dorito 1 to Dorito 2, so he has a blind shot on you have to watch out for. The inside of that back can on the Dorito side, he can come on the inside and shoot back on you, and that's a little bit of a blind shot. The home as well has a blind shot on you, but if you get low, the home can't even see you dip out to Dorito 1. So here's that other shot, is the X looking this way on Dorito side. He can see you launch from here if he's posted that way, but if you wrap, you can see him posted on you, and then coming across here to the Dorito 1, then he can see you right there. So you always want to check off that X before you make your move. Check off that home as well, just because he might not be able to see you, but he could just be putting a lane over here. You can't see the home shooting this way until you're about right there. And if he has some lucky balls or some good balls that he keeps on putting in this lane, he can definitely catch you back here. So you want to be cautious of that. So back here on this Beast, let's take a look at the snake side now. On the snake side in this back can, you have the back right. You have the snake side of the Dorito. I mean the snake side of the X or the big W. There's the little mini W back there. Anybody playing over the top of that, you might be able to catch them. Snake 1 really doesn't have a shot on you up in the little mini cake, but if he backs up to the knuckle anywhere in this area, if you're playing sloppy, he has a shot on you. Snake 2 has a shot across on you. If you're not tucked in tight enough, he might be able to get your pack. Then you can see the bump from Snake 2 to Snake 3. You want to watch out for that, and potentially if you're over here and you don't have anyone on the snake side, you might have to be the guy shooting cross on the snake side to keep him from getting into the Snake 3. But then once he's in the Snake 3, that mini W, he can pretty much get low and crawl all the way to the 50 snake, and then even crawl all the way to the Snake 5 right there. And you see the little crack through there? That's really gonna be depending on how these bunkers are lined up at the event. That little crack might not even be there, but that's just something to look at. And then there's the bump from the Snake 5, our mini W, into the next our Snake 2 and our Snake 1. So you just you want to be cautious if they get all the way over there, that they don't take the next leap into our snake. Then you're screwed. You have nowhere to hide. But that's what it looks like back here on this big can. That's wrapping to the inside of this can. There's your mirror back there that you can throw balls over the top of this pin, and then you could throw them over the top at the Dorito 1, and also the corner as well, potentially if they're playing and they're giving you a lot of paint on this outside. So moving across, we're gonna go outside to our corner now. Running across, there's the home, there's the X, there's that back can that can shoot you this way. The Dorito 1 can shoot you, the back left can shoot you. All those guys have a shot on you coming across here. And now once you get out to the back corner, this back corner, I really like this bunker to help your Dorito front player get down the field. If you get low, your corner can't really see you on the outside. He can come up over the top and see you. The Dorito 1 can step out a little bit and see you. There's that far back can on the Dorito side we were looking at. The home doesn't have a shot on you. It's right behind this big can. So that's a good thing for back here if they have a home sitting this way. Then you have that big can right there. And then there's the side of the W. And then there is that tower way in the back line. That tower in the back line is most likely the majority of the time going to be sitting on this Dorito side and really be an anchor to stop the Dorito side push. So coming back here in this corner, potentially you're in this corner, you get a wrap and put a lot of pain and pressure on the that far tower. That can help your Dorito guy get into further down the Doritos, and the Dorito 2, Dorito 3, Dorito 4, Dorito 5, whatever. Now looking over on the snake side, there's Snake 1. Snake 1 has a shot on you, looking cross, so you have to be tight. Snake 2 has a shot on you as well, you got to be tight. You can see a little bit of a gap going into Snake 3, so if you're looking inside, you can at least see him get into Snake 3, but you can't really stop him going into the 50 there, and then you can't even see the Snake 5 at all. So you gotta be cautious. And then there's the gap going from Snake 5 into our snake, but that's what it looks like on the snake side. So going into the center, going into the Dorito 1 now, obviously coming on the inside, you can be blocked out. All this stuff, like a bump into Dorito 1 is like really easy, especially if they have no corner. Pretty much that Dorito 1 is kind of blocked off if you're low. The tall can on the back is blocked out. The home is blocked out, and then this Dorito blocks out kind of that snake side. So you can slip into Dorito 1 really easily if need be, if you want to start to attack up there. But here's the outside of this Dorito. If you come and get low, this Dorito 2 pretty much blocks out the back left and Dorito 1 and that can on that back line. You wrap a little bit more, home can't see you, and then you wrap more, and then there's that big tower way across field that can shoot you. That's gonna be looking this way. The X can shoot you this way, so you want to be cautious of that. You lean out a little bit too much here through this gap right here. There's that corner that can shoot you as now, so you just want to be cautious from coming out too much so that corner doesn't shoot you. Sorry about this sun. The sun is killing me right now. It's making it really hard to get some of these bunkers back there because they're in the shade, but I apologize for that. So coming across here, Oh, let's look at snake 1 from this Dorito 1. This Dorito 1, like, pretty much, they can be all the way into your snake, and you can live in this Dorito 1. So it doesn't necessarily, they get all the way into your snake, that doesn't mean you have to retreat or go anywhere else. You just have to play really tight and dig yourself in here, and that can, you can definitely protect yourself, because they just can't really shoot you because of the way that the Dorito is angled in general. But coming out low, you have a shot on snake 1, there's snake 2 right there. You cannot see the bump from snake 2 to snake 3, so that's a little sketchy, but you can see snake 4, you can see snake 5 as well, which is that little mini W right there. You can see the bump into our snake as well, but yeah, you can't see the bump from snake 2 to snake 3, so hopefully you have a guy sitting over there watching. And then looking a little bit inside, there's the center W. The Dorito Valley side of the center W can shoot this way and catch you if you're slipping or playing too loose. Now going on to our Dorito 2 here. So coming across, the main people you have to really check off is the corner, and then Dorito 1, you can really get low and block that Dorito 1 out and go all the way up using this little mini Dorito to block that Dorito 1 out if he's in there. Another Dorito is that Dorito 3 right there. Him playing the outside, you have to be cautious of him if they're that far down the field. But home doesn't have a shot on you, but the Dorito side of the W definitely has a shot on you. And then the tower way back there, like I said, he's probably going to be the guy that's really shooting this way to prevent any moving. But coming across, you definitely want to check those off and pressure them all the way through coming in here. And now coming into Dorito 2, looking across, you can see the tower right there. There's the Dorito side of the W. And then looking across here, if you're low and you step back a little bit over here, just depending on what's happening in the situation, there's a snake 2. You can get a shot on them real quick, but the only thing is, if that tower's in there, you expose yourself to the tower and the snake. So you don't want to do that if they have a tower in there unless you do it really quick. You just want to be cautious. Stepping back up into this Dorito, there's snake 3. If he's playing on the outside of that snake 3 and the mini W, you're not going to be able to shoot him. And then you might have a shot, depending on how this is lined up and everything, on the 50 snake, but I doubt it. You can't see y'all snake 5 as well. You can see the bump though from snake 5 to our snake if they decide to go that far. But this is, we looked at this bunker, and this is one of the best bunkers to stop them from getting from snake 2 to snake 3 if you're more in a defensive posture and you lose your snake side of the field, and maybe you have 1 or 2 maybe you have 3 guys on the field, 2 on the snake side and 1 in the center. Potentially, I mean 2 on the Dorito side and 1 in the center. This potentially is a good lane to shut down, to keep them from advancing all the way into your snake. It's really situational and what can happen here, but this is like one of the best lanes to stop snake 2 to get into that 50 snake, or snake 3 into 50 into our snake. So that's something you want to look at. Okay, so coming here on the outside, back left, if he's over the top on the inside, he can shoot you in the Dorito 2. Dorito 1 is pretty much, they're blocked off if they're nice and low. There's that back can, the beast can shoot you here. Home, you can see the home now wrapping a little bit more. There's the tower, there's the right side of the Dorito W. Now coming across, this is more of a harder bump to make, just because they have so many more guns that can shoot you from the corner to inside Dorito 1, that can, home, this tower here, and then back right, and that little mini W. Coming into here, say your first move is into here, or you get into here quickly, and someone's in that back right, he doesn't know you're there. It's really hard to live in that back right once someone's in a Dorito 3. So shooting cross field, that's your first look. You want to try to kill that back right real quick if he's playing down the wire and he's exposing himself. There's that center tower now, that's a little bit further up. Still obviously the Dorito side of the W. The tower back there has shots on the inside, so you want to be really tight. The home can't shoot you, you're blocked out from the home. There is the Dorito side can. There's wrapping on the inside more is Dorito 1. You can definitely see him now if he's playing low, and then the back right as well. And even over here at the Dorito side, you come up high on this Dorito, you can see the home right there, potentially get a blind shot over this pin, so you want to look out for that. Looking cross field, you can't see the snake 1, you can't see the snake 2, you can't really see the snake 3. You can a little bit if he's coming up over the top, but you can't really see any of that. Once you're in Dorito 3, you're going to be able to see a little bit up in this link, but that 50 snake, you're not going to be able to see him. That looks like our snake 5. He has a really good shot on you. You can live over here even if they have a snake 5. You just have to really tuck in tightly. And the way the bunker's angled in general, you can definitely live. And then there's the bump into our snake. So coming on this outside now, down the wire, you can't see back left, you can't see your mirror on the Dorito 3, you can't, you take a little step out, there's the Dorito 4 right there, but as long as you're playing tight, you might, you can sit on him and he can't see you. Wrapping around more, there's Dorito 2 and Dorito 1, there's that back can, wrapping more, there's that home now that can shoot you on this side, you can shoot him, and now that tower can no longer see this bump because of that pin right there. But wrapping more, there's the corner, there's the God bunker, there's the center tower, and you can even see the little back end of the snake, which I doubt anybody's gonna be playing that far back, but maybe. And then once the W's standing upright, you see a little bit more of the snake, but you can't see snake 1. So coming across here, see, looking at the coming across, you definitely have to pressure that W if he's in there. You gotta shoot him the whole way. And there's snake 1 at that point. Shooting across, potentially you gotta make the move quickly. That God back right, if they're shooting this way, you have to check them off. The tower can't see you anymore on this from D3 to D4. There is your can see you on the whole move. That beast, that backhand back there is the beast. He can shoot you the whole way. And that's pretty much the Dorito 1 can shoot you on this move as well. But if you're really low back here, you get really low, the Dorito 1 can't stop you. So you're good to go if there's a Dorito 1 or a back left coming here. But coming across, they got a lot more players that can shoot you. Now the first inside looks at this Dorito 4. Definitely have the corner. You're going to shoot the corner if he's back there and not paying attention. You might be able to catch the little mini W on that side slipping. This big can still blocks off that tower on the back line, but there's your home bunker wrapping a little bit more. There's that back can on that line, and then wrapping more, there's the Dorito 1, and this big Dorito blocks off the corner, so you can't see the corner. But coming low on this Dorito 4, there is snake 1, there's snake 2, you can't see snake 3, you can see the 50 snake, and you can see snake 5. At this point, it's going to be extremely difficult if they get into snake 5 for you to survive over here. You can definitely do it if you really don't have a corner or anything, and you're playing all the way caddy corner on the outside of this thing. You definitely live, but it's going to be hard if they have quite a few players and they're wide over here on this Dorito side. You're just going to be cautious of that. And now on the outside, your mirror, their Dorito 4 is what we would call the Dorito 5. Blocks a lot of stuff off, kind of blocks off that corner a little bit, but you take a baby step out, there's that corner. So you don't want to wrap too much where you're exposing yourself, but you can definitely, if there's a corner in there, you can wrap on the can back there and still be unseen by that corner. And then coming across, wrapping more, there's the home bunker. They can't see you on the outside, they can see you on the inside. There's that tower if they're shooting cross, and then there's that corner and God as well, wrapping even more. That's that snake 1, and then snake 2 can't see you because of these pins. But if no one's on the snake side, and you're able to play this thing out here, say no one's further past that tall Dorito can back there, and you definitely play this outside and make sure no one fills out into this lane right here, and just kind of sit on them and let your snake side go to work. So making our next bump over into the Dorito 5, you have snake 2 can shoot you over here, snake 1 can shoot you, even snake 3 right there can shoot you on the last couple steps if he's looking this way and you're not playing tight enough. The center, that center tower, that God bunker, if they're looking this way, can shoot you and you have a good shot on them. There's the X pretty much. If he's in there, you're gonna shoot him in the back if he's not looking this way. But then the tower can see this move the whole way. The home can't see this move. The can see this move. But if you get nice and low, you can make this move undetected. This is really low and you're getting out here, but there's that corner, so if he's in there, you gotta watch out for him getting low and trying to get it around. But coming here, going into our next Dorito 5 pretty much, looking cross. There's our snake 3, there's our snake 2, we have a shot on them. Snake 1, you can catch them slipping if you get in here undetected and look real quick. There's the God, or that little W back there, you can definitely shoot them if they're slipping and playing off a little bit and you get over here quickly. There's the tower. You can't really see home too much anymore. If he's playing over the top or wrapping around the outside, you might be able to shoot them, but they're probably gonna be playing tighter than that. So there's looking inside, there's the can, there's Dorito 1. I'm standing a little tall, but coming across you still see that Dorito 1. And then up at the tip here, up at the top, there's the back left on the outside. You can shoot him now. And yeah, so coming across or on the outside, there's the corner. You got the whole corner now that you can pressure and they can see you wrapping around. There's that can, there's the outside of home, you can shoot him on the wrapping more. You got the tower, you got the corner. There's no reason why you shouldn't have already shot the corner if you're this far, but if he's still back there or made a move back there, you can definitely shoot him up. Snake 1's blocked now. The tower is blocking snake 1. Snake 2 has a little gap right there. It just depends on how those pins are lined up. You might have that gap, you might not. You're just gonna watch for that, and that little gap right there to see them on a wrap potentially if you've cleared this side of the field and they just have a player over there. There's snake 3. You can't see the 50 snake and you can't even see your own, you can't see your snake 5 either. But coming across, we're moving now into our opponent's Dorito 3, and the majority of the time you're coming up to the last end of the game. The corner can shoot you the whole way over here. The can shoot you if they come out at the right time. The home can shoot you. The back right can shoot you. The tower can shoot you. Obviously Dorito 3 can. There's the 50 snake now, and right there in that gap, I've taken like 2 or 3 steps right there, and there's that 50 snake right through there. So if he's sitting right there shooting cross, he's gonna see you make this move if he's over there. Just be cautious, or potentially you can catch him slipping by making a quick wrap and taking a couple steps, shooting cross, and then making your next bump. So that's a nice little shot. Coming in to here, now you're in your opponent's Dorito 3. Snake 1's blocked, snake 2's blocked, there's snake 3, 50 snake is blocked. Obviously you're shooting that God. He can definitely live over there, but if he doesn't know you're here, he should have been shot a long time ago. There's that corner on the inside, home, that tall tower can't shoot you. There's your home guy wrapping more. There's the can, there's Dorito 2 and Dorito 1 in the corner as well. So coming out here, there's the corner, Dorito 1 wrapping more, there's the can, home. You can blind shot that back right over this tip if he's still there, which shouldn't be, he shouldn't be there. There's the tower, and no longer, you still can't see S1 really, or 50 snake. There's the snake 3, and then here's the snake 5. If he's all the way up there and you're able to get into their Dorito 3 and wrap around this outside, you can potentially catch him slipping, potentially, say you get a kill on this side and you move over here real quick and they only have a couple players left, you get over into their Dorito 3 and wrap around, and he's playing tall, you can definitely drop him in on him. So that's pretty good. And taking a step out as well, there's that snake 1. So right here in the bunker, you can't see that snake 1. You take a mini step out, there's that snake 1 now. So that's a nice little shot. Coming further, like if you're coming this far, you're most likely going to bunker someone, or someone's potentially over there on the snake all by themselves, or 2 players are over on the snake side by themselves, and you're coming down here. But I really don't think majority of the time, like you coming into the Dorito 1, I mean, their Dorito 2 and stuff, like the game should be pretty much over. But I'm gonna look at it coming across. There's that Dorito 1, 50 snake, our snake 5 right here, the tower, the corner, the home, that beast, that back can, there's the corner, and there's that snake 3. I really like this Dorito side. I think it's gonna play really nice, really quick. Well, not necessarily really quick, but there's a lot to be done over here. You can definitely win the games from this side. But the main thing that we were looking at is this tower on the snake side. It's called the Tower of Doom. He's gonna most likely in this event, you're gonna see a lot of pro teams use that tower to shoot cross. They're gonna put about 5-10 pods. 10 pods on someone's back and tell them to shut this Dorito side down. That's just my prediction. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty certain that that's going to be the Tower of Doom this event. So use that tower to cut off this Dorito side, and just be cautious. But that's the little Dorito side breakdown for y'all, so you have a few things to look at throughout the week while you're preparing. Definitely appreciate y'all watching. And y'all stay tuned for more. Good luck at Cup.